Hey guys, I'm starting, basic leak testing here, and the way I like to start is I like to fill up all the ledges and then look at them for a while and see, if they're holding their water or if they're leaking down. And if they're leaking down, that would mean that they're not sufficiently glued to the sides or something, so that tells me something right there. Now I'm just adding water here, right, at the very top. It's hard for me to do this looking through the viewfinder and trying not to make a giant mess. But then I get to kind of watch what the flow looks like, at least from the back side, and see how they're flowing over and what it looks like and stuff like that. That'd be very pretty. I like the little ripply patterns everywhere. There's light from below that really is amazing. You guys would be astounded at what that does. It's like a bunch of little lenses changing focal plane all the time, so it casts interesting light patterns all over the ceiling or whatever. If you got a mirror, you can cast it over the walls. So, yeah, this thing is a beast. This thing is going to hold lots of water. It's just fun to look at, so I thought I'd show you that. And then, of course, we'll just get a shot of it totally topped off, sitting there for a while. And now, for the last couple of drops before it hits the top, my table doesn't appear to be perfectly level. This side is coming up first. I like to get it so it's bulging over the edge, and then I can really come back and check it, in an hour or two, and I'll know if it dropped at all, because if it's touching the edge and bulging over it like it is right here, maybe I can show you. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell how that's bulged. See, it's actually sticking up about a millimeter above the surface of the edge. So, come back in a couple hours, and if I don't see any significant change, it's holding, many pounds of water. And certainly much more full than it will ever be in its operating condition. It'll only hold 1.5 inches or so of water in the bottom. The rest of the water is cycling through the water feature. So, I find this is a pretty good way of telling if all the seams are going to hold top to bottom.